It's your girl Jazzy K with Super Tight TV. We want to thank everyone that's been watching. Hey, if you do us a favor and hit that subscribe button, also press the notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video.
You're not tuned in to something super tight. Puffin' something sticky, nigga, I roll through the light. Need to hear something real just to get me through the night. I'm looking for them jackets cause I know they looking shy. Know I'ma get some game tuned in with super tight, yeah. I get the low from Big Bobo, from the front seat, not no photos.
Already, baby, what it do and what it is. It's your big dog, Bobo Luciano. I want to thank everybody again for tuning in to Super Tight TV. We back, up your back, going smack, smack, smack. Just like that. And I hope it feel good to you too, because it damn sure feel good to me. I got my sexy ass, gorgeous, beautiful wife.
It's your girl Jazzy K.
In the building. You good, baby?
I am here.
Is that orange juice?
Yeah.
And?
Just orange juice.
It's not no more champagne in there?
Dang.
Huh?
You like doing that, don't you? Put me on blast.
I mean,
what's in your cup?
Shit, just water today. I'm trying to get,
just water now.
Yeah. Some refreshing, something refreshing that's not gonna take away from my energy level.
Taking away from mine.
Get turned in.
Hey,
today we got what our family members came through. We can't come to the H without hollering at our brother. You know what I'm saying?
Big bro.
Yeah, big bro got a lot to talk about. We want to talk to him about. Man, just fucking man. I got Donny Houston in the house.
What's going down, man?
Man, we gonna talk about it on air.
What's going down, man? Hey, man, first of all, thank y'all for having me. You know what I mean? I'm very much a fan of the show. You know what I mean? I've had a lot of my favorite people come through here. Some of my favorite stories. You know, DOC is probably my favorite. It's always good to hear him talk about like Flip+Isiah and like his Dallas roots. You know what I'm saying? Like, so man, just congratulate y'all on on everything.
Oh,
man.
Thank you, bro.
We're trying to be like you when we grow up.
Man, that means a lot to us, bro.
Yeah,
coming from you, like I was telling them off camera that when we were researching. His platform and the cleanliness of it and Be High. You didn't get to meet Be High, but they ain't all about that drama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want to bring a lot of negativity, tabloid type of shit to the Metroplex,
It requires too much energy to keep going.
Yes, I gotta go in. I interview one cat, and he say something negative about somebody. I gotta go get the other cat. I just.
And you right
now. Well, that nigga said this about you, and that nigga, no.
It just don't never end, man.
It ain't about the history when you do that. They kind of, and usually the people that are doing that are usually they're not in the industry like you were in. You DJ for a long time, and you know ins and outs. You're a producer. What am I talking about? So you've been in the industry, and you know the ins and outs of what the music game is about. You know what I'm saying? Some people just, go by what's going on social media, what they hear and what they see, that type of shit. And it's just not all about that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, I mean, hey, man, get your money, but, me, I don't want no parts of that.
I don't want none of that
shit,
money either. You know that old saying, all money ain't good money?
Yeah.
That's real.
Well, too, and I think it's important, which is why we like your show, to document, you know what I mean? Document this stuff so that the younger generations have something to go back and look at and educate themselves on, because,
That's it. That's basically kind of how we
don't
do
have
it.
that with a lot of our older, not older, but our OGs. And,
yeah, we tried to be a little different. So, baby, you want to get it started?
Yeah. Donny Houston, so you in Houston. Have you always been in Houston? Are you born and raised in Houston?
Born and raised, yeah. Born and raised in Houston, yeah.
Hey, what part?
Southside, Herm Clark, Briarwick to be exact.
Already.
What high school?
I went to a couple of high schools, but I graduated from Madison. I went to Lamar 9th to 10th grade, graduated 11th to 12th, went to Madison after that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. You always there?
Oh, somebody else went to Madison just earlier.
Young Easy.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. In Houston? No, that was did Corey say he went to Madison as well?
I think Corey might have went.
Yeah, Corey went to Madison. Yeah, already. Herm Clark.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's young Curtis.
Big Mello, yeah, for sure.
Big Mello,
Big Steve, Walsh Ness, all that.
Yes.
Harvey Love and all that.
Harvey Love. Yeah. That's a historical hood, man. Yeah, I'm about to say that's I was about to say Hersheywood Hardheads. That's a whole totally different area. So, when did you decide to start DJing?
Man, well, I mean, I had been into it before I was getting turntables. 15 years old. You know what I mean?
Wow. You came up on that bread on your own?
Nah, hell nah, man. Not at 15. Man, we used to have this piano in the crib. Because my older sister, she played piano, but she went off to college and the piano just sitting in the house. It's an upright piano. So
yes.
I go to church one day and my boy Julian, DJ Star, he got turntables. And this is the first peer I seen. Like I've been on Run DMC and all that since like 3-4 years old. My first tape was tougher than leather and all that. But it's the first time I see a peer of mine with turntables. So I'm like, say, bro, where did you get these turntables?
What kind of mixer did he have?
It was a Newmark set. It was called Blue Dog. Newmark Blue Dog. You can look it up. It's purple turntables, purple mixer, beginner shit, belt drive turntables. You know what I'm saying? It came with speakers, little bullshit vinyl, little piece of shit headphones. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you needed to get started. You know
the basics.
Super basic. But it was all in one. But it was DJ in the Box. That was the name of the whole thing. So I tell my mom when I leave church that day, Mom, I gotta have these turntables. This is like the beginning of the summer. So by the end of summer, like right before school started, right around August, she came through. We went to Mars and got to sit, and next thing you know, it went from like my house was like the basketball house because I was big on basketball. It'd be you could pass through on any day on the weekend, and it'd be us out there hooping. And you could pass through after I got the turntables, and it's us in the garage. I'm on turntables. Propane is in there rapping. You know what I'm saying? A couple other cats that doing their thing. Man, they was in there rapping, and that's what we was doing.
You ever tried to rap?
I was just
but that wasn't ever my thing though.
Always behind the scenes.
Yeah, it was just more so when I rap, it'd be like funny shit coming out. People don't know, like I'm more like into comedy and all that. So my shit would be like Manny Fresh rhymes. You know what I'm saying?
That's okay though.
Like funny. I mean, now, but back then it was just like y'all boys was really talking about something.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You right about that. Yeah. But I always looked at it as like we had E-Rock. E-Rock said, he came from playing the dozens, and it went from that to busting rhymes. And I've heard a couple people say that, you know what I mean? And I think you would have been good at it, Donny, because you got the love for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But to each his own. That DJ hit you. How long did you DJ for?
Man, I still DJ.
Well, so how you say you was how old, 15 then?
I was 15. So what happened was at the same time, it was more of a hobby type of thing. And like some shit I'd have, like if you came to my house, we'd be skipping school and I'd be like, y'all niggas check this out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I went to college, you know what I mean? And maybe around my second or third year in college at Sam Houston, I brought them up there and started DJing parties. And after that, it pretty much it just been on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when did you get into producing?
Man, that was so 15 is when I got turntables. 22 is when I got my first keyboard, Yamaha Motif 6. I'll never forget, it was on my birthday.
Like the birthday?
Yeah,
for real. Yeah. Who bought them for you?
Man, so my old man used to get these cheap. He got in like some type of civil suit or some shit back in the day.
Yeah.
And so like every year on my birthday when I turned 18, I forgot how much money it was, and check came through and I was like, shit, I'm going to Guitar Center.
The Guitar Center.
So did you come up, so those turntables that you had, were they belt driven?
The first ones were. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first one was belt drive, yeah.
So when direct, could you scratch a little bit on it?
I could. Well, the thing was by this time it was all I had. So I'm a hood nigga, man. Like
you gonna learn how to do it.
I'm putting wax paper under the thing to get me I'm figuring that shit out. You know what I mean?
Damn, I forgot about them days.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started DJing, we only had one 1200. One 1200, and the other one was, I think, a realistic technique, but a smaller version of that one. And yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I didn't get 12. I had got a direct drive turntable at Stanton, but a 1200. I probably had been DJing 10 years before I got my first.
Wow. That was the dream. Yeah, 1200.
You couldn't tell me shit once I got it.
For sure.
Yeah, I was the nigga.
Did you go buy cases? Did you go buy cases?
I had cases with the belt drive.
You know with individual cases?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I never had the coffin. I
like that coffin, bro. Yeah. The coffin was too much work after the end of the night, ain't it?
Then I got crates and shit. Like
I tell people all the time, that DJing fun. That breakdown ain't.
Yeah.
But you be so hype at the beginning of the night.
Yeah.
But after it's over, after you've been standing up all night and you done especially if you've been drinking a little bit, and then you look up everybody that helped you get there to get in.
They gonna make their move.
Yeah,
It's like,
oh yeah,
ain't nobody gonna help me.
Yeah.
Gotta help you. Goddamn.
So first of all, congratulations. We heard you just got an official day here in Houston.
10/10, October 10th.
10-10.
Yeah.
Donny.
Oh yeah. How did they pick that day?
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
I still can't believe it. They was in there reading the proclamation. I'm looking for another motherfucker. What y'all talking about? but it was just all this work I've done over the years. So they talking about, DJing and producing for Slim and this one and that one and the podcast. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess, it's cool because I'm very much, I ain't into myself like that. I'm very much head down, focused on the work. I'm not really, nobody's ever going to tell you I got the big head. I be so caught up in, what can I do next? You know what I'm saying? To stop, this was the first time I kind of stopped and was like, damn,
the fruits of my
I did all
labor.
that. I did all that. Yeah. When you step back,
That's major. Congrats.
it really does kind of.
I have to come back on 10-10.
Lil O said
up.
that. Lil O said, man, I have to sit back and look at my discography sometime, and I'll be like, damn, I was a major contributor.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing to be proud of.
And when you humble, it's hard to do that. When you're a humble person, it's hard to be like, I did this, I did that. So
when like you said, when you got your head down to the grind and you really, really working and you got a love for it, ain't nobody looking for no accolades. Right. You know what I'm saying? You do want to be one of the greats, but it seems to have worked out for you, bro. Congratulations, man. That's a major. The 10-10, is that another special day, birthday, or anything like that?
No, my birthday is 9/6, September 6th. So
okay,
10-10 was they just sent me an email one day and they was like, hey, we want to do something in Houston for the Houston 50th hip hop anniversary.
Yes,
with the day and all that. So I'm thinking like, oh, it's a group project. Like it's gonna be me and whoever else been doing shit around here, and it's gonna be the Houston 50th day.
Right. And
so I hit him back. I was like, hey, is this that? It was like, nah, this is your day. We gonna put that. For what you've been doing, contributing to Houston hip hop culture for the Houston film, all that. And I was like, oh damn, all right, man.
Oh, I think that's amazing for Houston to do. Yeah, I don't recall,
love the way y'all do that, bro.
Dallas doing anything like that.
And ever.
Yeah.
Ever. I mean, who's y'all mayor right now? Black lady, white person?
Sylvester Turner. But I got to shout out Vice Mayor Martha Castex Tatum. She's the one who really was pushing for it. Yeah. But shout out Sylvester Turner and my boy Dallas Jones. There's a couple other people, but yeah, Vice Mayor Martha, she really
that's real, man.
Really pushed for it. Yeah.
And then when y'all are in the ceremony and you said they're reading the proclamation, did your mom come or were you there by yourself? Because you said you wasn't expecting all that, were?
Well, mom, dad, one of my sisters,
okay,
one of my sister's best friend who's like a family friend, one of my really good friends. It was Elliot was there. It was good.
Oh, really? Damn, bro, that's major. You know what I'm saying? Like Jazzy Kick said, we don't have anything that I have ever. I mean, hell, Nemesis don't even have a day. DOC doesn't have a day.
Nobody.
Erykah Badu doesn't have a day. Yeah, you think about these big iconic people in Dallas and they don't get recognized by the city at all. Hence, another reason why we started our platform. You know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure we gave, I hate to say the word give flowers, use that term, but we want to make sure they had the respect that was due to them. Great way of saying it. You know what I'm saying?
So what made you start your podcast?
Man, it's like everything else. I'm into doing stuff I'm into. Like, so I was into DJing. I wanted to become a DJ.
Yes.
I started getting into producing. I wanted to become a producer. I had a journalist. I graduated from TSU broadcast journalism, so I got a journalism degree and all that shit. Like, my professors was really pushing for me to be like the next Brian Gumble, you know what I'm saying? Oh, wow. And I don't watch the news, but I could have done that, but that just wasn't my interest. I'm telling my professors at the time, like, this is over 10 years ago, I want to do hip-hop journalism. This is a blog era, so I'm telling them I want to do hip-hop journalism, and all that shit was popping off on the East Coast, so I'm speaking Spanish to them, you know what I'm saying? They like, no, you need to, we got to... No. Yeah, like, I interned at Channel 39. I was writing for Mia Gradney, who's a big person on the news over here and shit like that now, but... they were trying to push me for that, and I was like, man, nah. So I graduated, got my degree, and just went straight to the club DJing.
Oh, really?
And this podcast thing came around, I say around 2009, I started getting into it with Combat Jack and Juan Epstein, with Peter Rosenberg and Cypher Sounds at Hot 97, and I'm listening to them, and it's all New York, East Coast stories and all that. And they were really, really good. They were these in-depth stories, because, if you hip-hop, you hip-hop, you know what I'm saying?
You love it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm into all that, and then... I moved to Atlanta 2015, and I discovered B-High, who's a really, really good friend of mine now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out B-High. Like, me and B-High, that's one of the realest dudes doing this shit. So I discovered B-High, and I'm like, man, B-High is doing what Combat was doing, but this a cat who I can tell who really from the city, who know his city, who telling his city stories. You know what I mean?
And from the South.
He from the South, you know what I mean? So I moved back to Houston, and I'm like, man, you know what? Ain't nobody telling these stories. I don't know what the issue, you know, radio and all these people been around, you know, 10, 15 years, 20 years before me.
Yes.
And nobody cared to do in-depth stories.
Especially in H-Town with the
much rich history.
Yes, with the rich history. Okay.
And so even then, I can tell, just to be completely honest, before that though, my podcast started, it was called What They Talking About. It was me and like 4 or 5 of my homeboys, and it was more Joe Budden style. Well, we might do some music stuff, but I was the only true music guy, and I ain't want to make it about music because everybody had their own lives and shit. So we would talk about a little bit of everything, but Jay Prince ended up coming through when it was What They Talking About. So that's the first person from Houston hip hop I've ever interviewed.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that's major.
And this is in the What They Talking About era. And went on, and you know, life went however it went. Everybody went their separate ways. I was like, shit. Well, everybody used to say, man, we know this your baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So when life went how it went, I still was like, man, I still want to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody to talk to. But I had relationships from being a DJ and a producer, and I just started calling boys up. You know what I'm saying? And
They came through. That's beautiful, man. That's a hell of a story. And
that says a lot about you too as a person, because not everybody come through.
You ain't lying.
It took a while now, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna make it seem like everybody just was willingly showed up. It took a while, you know what I'm saying? But
So, thank you for encouraging me by saying that, because we get frustrated. You know what I'm saying? The nights of somebody saying that they're gonna come and they don't show up. You know, the nights
You done packed up and went up there, then they call you after you done set up and
Yeah.
said,
man, listen, I didn't been up. See, y'all got lights and it look like NBC in this motherfucker right now. You know what
oh
I'm saying?
shit.
But
we was just trying to be like you.
nah, man, but you know, I feel like I'm on Dateline or some goddamn way. You know what I'm saying? But this shit is really you know, when I was starting out, it was just me. I was doing the audio, I was doing the video. So it would be days I go set my lights up, set my mics up, set my little Mevo camera up.
Yeah.
Somebody tell me, man, they gonna come, you know what I'm saying? And it'd be, you know, okay, let's say we supposed to start at 7:15, man, I ain't gonna make it.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Or 7,
On the dot.
7:30,
Yeah.
8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, no call, no show.
2 hours later. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I done been through all that shit to where, you know, now it's not like that, but like, nah, man, like if that's anybody's story, I would say like, if this is what you really want to do, keep doing it.
Yeah. I mean, you taught us that game. You know, you say be persistent, be consistent,
Yeah.
and do not stop, Bobo. Please, just don't stop and
don't take none of this shit personal.
That
I
part,
don't.
you
I
can't
don't,
do
man.
that. That's
You know, well, it's hard for me sometimes, and I know what you mean. It's hard for me because, you know, when you think you have relationships with people and then they fucking don't show up.
to be human.
I mean, we
is to
human
err.
beings, man.
To be human is to err. That's what I was just about to say. Like,
We human beings, that's
Yeah,
natural. But the realest shit is, you know, hey man, like you can't take none of it personal because a lot of times what somebody else got going on ain't got nothing to do with you.
It's real. That's real. And unfortunately, you know, for us, you know, you too. You know what I'm saying? It's time. You know, you could have booked somebody else during that time. I mean, now you have someone else that comes with you, you know, just like us. And it's like, damn, we just wasted our guys' time. Not us as much, but I feel for the people who
that you bring along with you.
for that ride. Yeah. You like, man, these
I
people
feel
are
for
feeling
myself too.
Yeah, that's real.
A lot of times, you know, for real, because a lot of times we done got off work.
Y'all about to say, yeah, sometimes she's getting off work and she'll be
I
dead
work
tired and
12
show
hours.
up.
Yeah, and come up and then you're like, what? You didn't know that you wasn't coming at 6:30 at 5?
And see, people don't know, like, we don't leave our shit at the studio. We set up every time. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I've had people say, man, leave it up there, man, and just get insurance. No, nigga. Because, you know, I don't want to pay
the risk ain't worth the reward.
No, and then the time without your tools. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that, bro. What if you know what I mean? I want to keep working. I don't want to go through the paperwork. I don't want to go through the process of filing. Let's just It's easy for us to just, I mean, we've got it down to a science now. Now, this is our first time being mobile. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed you've been mobile quite a bit. I seen you also, and I look forward to doing things like this as well. You help other people with either you film their podcast or I've seen you do stuff like that.
Yeah, me and Elliot, we're a production team as well. You know,
wow.
What I mean? So we'll go and we shoot videos, record the audio, put the whole production together. You know, we'll do all that. Yeah.
We're gonna edit all this out. They stopping our people from coming. Don't forget the tickets in there. But yeah, anyway, that's so it's just a 2-man team with you, huh?
It's me and Elliot. Elliot been riding with me through, I'll say, for the last 2 years for sure.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful because that's less of the body cut down. You know what I mean? And it's us, man. Just Kenny. Kenny's from Belize. It's hard to get somebody to buy into the vision that you see
and be dedicated.
Yeah, and be dedicated. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what Elliot's background is, but I do know Kenny didn't know anything about this shit. You know what I'm saying? And he picked it up really quick. You know what I'm saying? And now he's taught people how to do it. You know what I'm saying? He's a good addition to the show. You know what I'm saying? We can't do it without him. You know,
that's how it is really. Like, I still, run the audio and mix the audio, you know what I'm saying? But as far as Elliot coming through with the camera work and all that, like, it's we busting this shit down.
That's it, baby.
So, yeah.
2-man show.
That's it.
What was your favorite interview?
You know what, bro? They like kids, bro. And I don't have kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell you.
I guarantee you, if you don't answer this question for me right now, you'll get asked this again by Jazzy K when she come back.
Well, let her ask me. I'm gonna tell her the same thing. I see. The thing is this: I can't tell you my favorite. I can tell you my favorites of every single one because everyone is their own moment. Whether it's Jay Prince, whether it's Quanell X, whether it's me and Slim sitting down, me and Paul, me and David Banner, me and me and you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like you say, Edgar came up here. Me and Edgar. You know what I'm saying? Like whoever you want to talk about, I can tell you. Like, man, my favorite moments happen
of that interview.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, you've had some iconic people come through, I mean, bro, I saw David Banner up there. I've seen there's so many people come through and just want to just participate on your platform. And that's what we strive to be. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we're still seeking out guests.
But y'all, what year is this for y'all?
We just passed year 1.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're in year 1. I'm in year 4. I'm probably like a little over 300 interviews now, but
yes,
this is, 4+ years of you know what I mean?
Grinding.
Yeah, I can tell you it's gonna take you, I would say by year 2,
yes,
you'll be able to catch your stride.
Okay. So we just passed year 1, so we are headed toward the year 2, you know what I'm saying? So I look forward to the growth, you know what I'm saying, and what the future holds for our show. And like I said, a big part of it is going mobile, you know what I'm saying? And Houston owes us nothing. I may be dead tired. I've only had 2 hours of sleep since we've been here. And when I tell you, we about to do interview number 10 right after you, and it don't stop. Somebody else, if Warren Lee called me right now and said, Bobo, I got Scarface, we're going to be like, oh, okay, come on, let's go.
And that's the grind.
That's the grind.
That's the grind. I remember it really turned up for me 2020, like right around the pandemic. So you talking about from March 2020 to the end of the year, I went from asking people like, man, I'm trying to monetize my channel. I need 1,000 subscribers. And ended the year with like 14, 15,000. But I also did within that 9-month period about 80, 90 interviews in a 9-month period. So that's the grind. You know what I mean? I was busting them, 2 or 3 a day, 5 to 7 days a week. You know what I mean? And that's the work you put in that nobody sees. You know what I'm saying? Nobody takes into account. Just to get you a little something, you know what I mean? Get you a little bit of traction.
Yes. Do you remember, I'm not going to ask you what your favorite interview was. Do you think, tell me when you think the turning point was for you, just, it had to be a moment to where everybody.
It was a few, like when I did the Jay Prince one, that got a lot of people on notice, but it still wasn't called a Donny Houston podcast. And then, like, I remember doing like Keke and Flip right back to back. But then I remember when I did Zero, that was the first time I might have hit like 100,000, like in like a week and a half or some shit
Really?
like that. You know what I'm saying? And Zero was somebody who you never heard him do in-depth interviews.
No.
And we talked about everything. And that really, I think, kind of turned people on.
Oh, for sure. I mean, when you get those ones that are hard to, kind of recluse type of people, and you get to sit down with them, that is special. I think I was Young Bleed so far, right? I was Young Bleed because a lot of people hadn't seen him in a long time once, and I'm getting so tired. People hadn't seen him in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he doesn't do a lot of interviews, period. So it was an excellent interview for us, and then it pushed us. I mean, I got so many subscribers out there. Shout out to my brother Bleed, you know what I'm saying? And looking forward to sitting down with him again. Have you interviewed Bleed?
Not yet, but he on my list though, man.
Bro.
He's on my list. Yeah.
He's one of them ones, bro. Yeah. And he's real positive as well. You know what I'm saying? So he's always been like a real gospel, driven type of brother. Him and his whole clique. So yeah, I'll see if I can shoot him your way, because he said he's always in and out of Houston.
Oh, that's a bet, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't talk to CeeLo from over there. I didn't talk to Max Manelli. And,
I saw your CeeLo interview.
Yeah, CeeLo, Max Manelli, as far as that camp, you know what I mean? But yeah, Young Bleed, man, shit. I play How You Do That damn near every time I DJ.
That's one of them songs.
That shit gonna go to the end of time.
Yes, classic. Yeah. What would you say is the biggest song that ever come out of Houston? Commercially. I know what I would say.
Commercially?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna, honestly,
I think it's one or two songs. I'm gonna see if
the biggest commercial song.
Hip hop.
Wanna Be a Baller.
That's what I said. I used to always say Mind Playing Tricks on Me.
Yeah, but that with generation, I think like that just lived on.
Kids know about it. Wanna Be a Baller.
Wanna Be a Baller.
Yeah.
Cameron just dropped a freestyle today, and then that he was shout out Lil Troy. Hit the money to fly. Well, he did today. He just dropped that. So Wanna Be a Baller, 25 Lighters. A lot of people, ZZ Top and them they redid 25 Lighters.
Oh yes, sure.
Kendrick Lamar referenced 25 Lighters on the Backstreet Beat freestyle on this first album. Good Kid, Mad City. You know what I'm saying? So
yes.
Yeah, and then Mind Playing Tricks. So them probably top 3.
Yeah. I tell you what.
Still Tipping is in there too.
Still
Tipping is in there.
You ain't lying. Yeah. You ain't lying. Do you remember when you first heard Swisha House?
Yeah.
Compared to the Screw era, what did you think?
See, I'm from the South Side.
Yes.
So it was like I was a kid.
You feel some type of way?
I ain't feel no type of way, but it was just a thing to where it was almost like understood. You was trained almost like, man, we do this, we do not do this.
Yeah,
you know
I know.
And this was Swisha House, I would say. Slim was the first one. We was like, man, this dude, he got something. He got something. But my first time getting a Swisha House tape, when I got to Lamar, this bootleg CD era, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cats used to be around there selling CDs. And I can't remember the name of the tape, but whatever was the tape, my first Swisha House tape was the one that had Drink Up in My Cup freestyle on there. I was like, oh, these boys going on.
Oh, yeah.
And after that, the Fuck Actions. And then I was like, okay, Swisha House. And Flip ended up doing, the I-45 freestyles.
Yeah.
Shit he was doing around seeing. He was just like, yeah, man, we fucking with Swisha House. You know what I mean?
I love Swisha House.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I did feel some type of way because we were screw heads. You know what I'm saying? I've been down with Screw since 93, 94, something like that. Me and Pimp Bun going to the house. I seen every aspect of, people come through freestyle, all that, you know what I'm saying? But when Swisha House came out, and then I guess what got me is when people was calling it screwed music. How did you feel when people call, that type of music screwed music when there's obviously a person named DJ Screw?
At the time, it was a thing, but now I look at it as like, Screw is, he's the DJ. Yeah, that's the type of music. But Screw is bigger than that. Screw is a genre.
Now. Yes. Yes, he is.
It's a genre. Now, I still don't call everything Screw. I still say if it ain't, I'm still going to call your shit Slow Down.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it's a DJ in Dallas. I respect him for that. You know what I'm saying? He puts out slowed and chopped music. And, some people still say, well, man, that's Screwed. Oh, bro. It's only one DJ Screw, and he screwed it. He screwed the world. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just always, these are questions that I've always had for an H-Town talent, but to talk to a DJ, you know what I'm saying, someone that's in the journalistic field, I just had to ask that question.
Yeah, no, because I used to make, slow down mixes with my homeboys where I'm DJing and doing this and they freestyling and I'm chopping it up and but it was we never called them screw. It was like, man, this a tape. You know what I'm saying? It just,
Okay, if you had to pick, now you got to pick me one now. I'm going to ask you from both camps. You already told me one. So it would probably be Slim Thug from Swisha House, right? Who's your number one from the Screwed Up clique?
It was Keke, easy.
Keke?
Yeah, it was Keke.
Already.
Yeah.
A lot of people like that Fat Pat. A lot of people like Pokey.
I love Pokey too, for sure. Rest in peace, Pokey. But the thing we used to always debate was Pat and Key, which one are you? And
yes.
Me and my friends, that was always a thing. And I was always Keke because I was little, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, it's a little dude coming through wrecking, just big ass voice and just talking this shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of longevity. You know what I mean? Flip is, hey, Flip. Flip. Flip.
Yeah, for sure.
Flip did his thing for a
Flip,
long time, man.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, when we talking about freestyles, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And we talking about kings, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man, you know what I mean? Hey,
That's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said we gonna talk about freestyles and we are talking about kings. And that motherfucking Keke was a beast. And Fat Pat.
Oh, most definitely. Pat came on there and just his voice just demanded your attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
He just had that flavor, man. So.
For sure.
One thing I hate about the Houston scene is that so many of them have passed. And that is just, and then to the point to where we fall in love with these individuals. We fall in love with their talent. And next thing you know, they're out of there. Pokey being the most latest one. And it's just a tragic feeling for fans. You know what I'm saying?
That one is tough because the day he died, I was DJing for him.
Oh.
You know, man, it Donny.
So
you were there?
Not at that one. It was Juneteenth.
Yes.
So it was a show out in Baytown.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went later on that night to Beaumont or Port Arthur, wherever it was. And Beaumont, and that's where everything went down. But in Baytown, I was DJing for him.
Oh, wow. So you saw him that day.
I saw him that day, DJ. My last memory of him is him coming off the stage. Pokey used to be put that work in, so he sweaty. He like, man, I love your boy, big ass bow hug. Do the thing. And that was the last time I saw him. Next thing I know, I go to sleep, my phone blowing up, people sending the videos, calling, texts, all this shit. And I'm like, man, what? Like,
that video was scary, bro.
Yeah. That's when the one people be like, man, I was just with him. No, I was just with him.
That's crazy. That's always crazy
Yeah.
when that happens like that. Like, I was just with him.
Especially when you didn't see any signs.
Nah. I was looking at him like he came out there with this fresh energy. He had to slim down, you know what I mean?
Yes.
He was looking good. Like, it was just like he was in rare form. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And you know what they say? Us as black men, we don't get checked out. And when the autopsy came, and I think I read that he had a pre-existing heart condition possibly, and I don't even think that he might not even known about it.
Yeah, I don't really know the ins and outs, but I know that one, that's the first time. Like, there's been people I've interviewed that have passed away.
Yes.
But not like, I just saw you.
Oh, yeah.
I was just with you. I got video and pictures of us.
That hadn't happened to us yet. Yeah. I'm so glad that hadn't happened to us. We have had people, get locked up, after we interview them, but we hadn't had nobody pass yet, have we, baby? No.
Chucky Trill was the first person.
Damn.
I was the last person to interview Chucky Trill. And then he got killed.
I saw that Bonafide interview.
Yeah.
Explain that. That was real. Bonafide told the real on that one, bro. Yeah. And since we're speaking of Bonafide, I can't say nothing without saying Bonafide without saying Truck Buck. Congratulations, bro, on your win.
On the win, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. I wonder you didn't DJ that?
Nah.
That would have been a dope interview. That would have been a dope, getting content in there, DJing at the same time. Because I saw pictures. It was...
It like it was going down.
Bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The whole Rap-A-Lot, come on, man. Lowdown was in there. Oh, man, it was some shit going on.
Yeah.
Have you got questions?
Not yet.
Not yet. I know we done went down through there.
Oh.
I asked some of your questions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I told him, I said, and he played hardball with me too. And I said, nah, if you don't answer these questions, Jazzy K gonna come right behind me and ask these same questions. Like, what was your favorite interview? Yeah.
Well, thanks, because I don't have any questions.
A lot of them be my favorite ones. Like you can say, like I remember the first time Flip came through. Since he here, I can talk about Flip. I used to ride around and listen to so much Flip.
Yeah.
And I would see him in passing, but then he came through. We did the interview. Interview was dope, and I remember being kind of nervous. Like, hey man, say man, would you? And he was like, oh yeah, man, I freestyle. I ain't even get, you know what I'm saying? Did the free, and it's like that's been the thing every time. We probably got, probably 3 or 4 freestyles of interview freestyle, and that's the thing. So it's like
that nigga ain't scared to rap.
Nothing for Flip.
Yeah, he gonna run the tape out. You know what I'm saying? 20, 30, he gonna rap your whole tape. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Always has been like that, man. I think it's just super duper easy for him. Yeah. You know, some people can just do something and is great at it. That's him. You know what I mean? And not just saying that because he's in the room, but just throughout his career. You know what I mean? I just have always, you know, when we did Flip last time in Dallas, we told him, you know, we talked about how many shows he did in Dallas off that Leprechaun album. And that nigga might as well have gotten an apartment there. You know, he might have had one. You know what I'm saying? Because it was damn near every weekend he was there, and I hadn't seen anything like that. You remember those days?
Yes.
I mean, and then I probably went to 5 Flip concerts, you know, and just, I don't care if it was the same show tape, I was there just to see, you know, a peer, you know, because I was a fan, you know what I'm saying? And I told him a story about how, you know,
that's my era.
Yeah, that's her era like a motherfucker. I told him a story how we was at, you know, Southwest Wholesale and Robert Gilliman and Hump was there and they, you know, blah, 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 and to see that tape and his career take off like it did, I felt like, you know, I was vested in that. You know what I mean? I said, damn, I saw that come from fruition. Well, from the seed to fruition, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to Flip. You know, he's a real one. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
So you've been doing it, you've been in the game for a minute now.
Like, you sound like an OG. I ain't even 40
You
years
OG,
old.
You OG for us.
You
OG.
In this game.
You are OG,
you've been
baby.
doing this for a minute. That's a long, you know, we knew we only have 1 year under our belt.
In line.
So we still curious. What at this point, what's some of your biggest frustrations with having a podcast?
I don't have none no more at this point.
Oh, that's refreshing.
Because what happens is, over, like I told you, don't take anything personal. It's like, at the end of the day, no matter what has happened to me along the way, no matter if I felt like this one should have did this one for me, this one could have helped me in this way, this one, whatever. At the end of the day,
yes,
I just got my own day. I just got, you know, shit still be rolling for me. Like things are still going. So it's like,
you just talked me off the roof.
Why do I have a reason to feel any type of way? If you really doing what you're supposed to do, you're gonna get what you're supposed to get out this shit. So
you just talked me off the roof. What I tell you today, I'm gonna go home and do a PSA.
Nah,
I just told him that.
I used to feel like, man,
People don't care about PSA.
man, niggas ain't nobody sharing my shit. Ain't nobody doing. I wish this person would have did it.
Yeah.
But you get past that, it's like, you know what, man, that ain't on them.
That's real.
That ain't on them.
Maybe I haven't done enough work.
It would be nice.
Yes.
But I don't feel no way about that.
I mean, it's just life be happening too. You know,
You're right.
Yeah, I don't feel any way. You know what I'm saying? It's natural as human beings to take certain things. That's what I was saying about not taking shit personal. It's natural as a human being to sometimes feel certain ways, but it's like, after you do this and you grow and mature through that, and it's like, man, I don't feel no way about nothing. I'm appreciative that people even came to holler at me and sit down with me, because I'm a DJ and producer, and now I got a podcast that people know me for more for that than people. A lot of people don't even know I done made certain beats and produced Peaceful for Slim. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know, they don't even know that side of me. They know me for this shit here.
Exactly.
So like, that only happens because people were gracious enough to give me their time.
That's real.
And this and that. And I do have real relationships with these people. It's all good. So I don't feel no way.
Well, not only that, it's your platform is, you know, certified. It's
immaculate.
I appreciate y'all.
You're not like we were talking about. It's not
cloud chasing.
Yeah, cloud chasing, clickbait,
tabloidish.
Yeah. I ain't here for that, man. I like to leave it in the studio, man. I don't like niggas calling my phone mad at the motherfucker. I don't want to deal with that shit, man.
Have you ever had a drama moment that you wish didn't happen?
Yeah, but I never talk about it.
That's good. Yeah. So did you air it or you didn't air it?
No, I'm talking about behind the scenes. Well, I done had drama come up. Yeah.
Oh, really?
And I done had drama come up on, you know, controversial moments and phone calls happened after that, and threats and all this old crazy ass
Really?
shit. But I don't care to talk about that shit.
That's real. That's real. I mean, yeah, out of sight, out of mind.
It ain't even that. I just got love for everybody. So if there's anybody, let me what a camera. If there's anybody who feels any type of way at me, let me let you know, man. I'm not tripping with you.
That's real.
You mad on your own.
Yeah, I know,
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
right.
Like,
argue about your damn
I don't
self.
feel no way, and I still love to sit down with you. You still got an open invitation. Like I don't feel no way about shit.
That's what's up.
You know, it's funny that you say that. Strange that you say that because just earlier today, I don't know if you know Louis You know, he's around here with, he came with one of Flip's, but you know the Rally Boys, right? Just knows here. And Louis, we were talking about being positive. And he said, I don't know how you do it, Bobo. How y'all do that positivity platform, positive platform and make it flourish. You know what I'm saying? And then he said, but you know what? That drama gonna find you.
I don't. The thing about it though, we talked about that. I feel like if that's what your audience is looking for, they're gonna tune in.
Yeah.
If they looking for drama and mess, you ain't my target audience.
Yeah. I don't invite that shit, and I don't want to, because I told him no, this shit ain't gonna happen. But to hear you say that, and I know you're a positive brother, that blows my mind.
I ain't did shit. I just opened up the mic and say, hey man, you know what I'm saying? It's open to whatever. I ain't asking nothing crazy, but some people get on here and you express yourself, and that may make somebody else feel some type of way.
We
and
have had
like
that.
I don't have I just I can't control that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't editing shit. And at the same time, the invitation is always open. If you want to come on here and talk,
I ain't editing shit.
I ain't editing shit.
Yeah. Especially if you got a viral moment, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't even looking for that. It's just the fact of like, I just believe in raw, you know what I mean? Like, give me the raw conversation. Now, if you come on here and you incriminate yourself and shit like that, I'll cut that out.
Boy, you sound like me. Yes. Yeah, we ain't got time for that.
I will not allow you to come on here and put yourself in trouble, and even more than that, have the feds come confiscate my shit.
You ain't lying.
So that type of shit, that's the only thing I'm editing. Or if it come on here talking crazy about people that I got real personal relationships, I don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And they know you got personal relationships.
Yeah, I don't play that. But I mean, if you come on here and that's what you want to do, that's how you want to spend your time. Hey, bro, that's on you. I'm not feeding into that. I'm not gonna gas you up. I'm not gonna light that fire and egg you on. Like, nah, if you come on this motherfucker mad than a bitch, you came on this whole mad than a bitch.
By your damn
But
self.
it got nothing to do with me.
Ain't got nothing to do with you. You're a journalist.
Yeah.
That part. So what's your plans for the Donny Houston podcast in the future? 3 to 5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
I just want to continue to grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in a different place personally and mentally and shit. So I'm just more into like just having more real conversations with people. Like, yeah, you can still get history, but it's like, man, what's going on with you? How you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How can somebody walk away from this interview and apply whatever you may have been through to their lives to make them better? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
what lessons can be learned from that? Like, not just straight history. So that's just what I'm on, man. Like, I just want to be and at this point, I feel like I am in the best place I've ever been in my life, just personally, mentally, emotionally, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's a beautiful
And that
thing.
came from, losses and deaths and all this other type of thing. And, God just brought me here, and it's just like, man, I just want to be positive. I don't want to be caught up in no mess. I ain't out here giving a fuck about being tough.
Yeah.
I don't want to have no beefs.
That's
I
real.
got nothing but love for everybody. Like I said, man, if it's anybody got negative feelings about me, like, you're on your own.
Have you ever interviewed Isaiah Carey?
I called Isaiah, and that's how I ended up on his show, because he was like, man,
It is hilarious.
I think like Fox he's so deep in with Fox that I think like it's a lot for him to go on other platforms and stuff. So he was like, man, I just typically don't do that, but you're always welcome to come on my show. So that's how I ended up going on his show. You know what I mean? But much love to Isaiah Carey, one of the GOATs. Isaiah Carey came.
How long he been broadcasting in Houston?
For a long time. Isaiah Carey, when I was still at TSU in journalism school, he was one of the people who came to talk to us and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, it's like, damn, I was in class listening to him talking. Now I got an invitation to come on this show.
That's
and shit.
real.
So it was,
Shit, that's so
Circle
real.
moment. That's big.
Give me your top 3 dream interviews.
Oh my question.
Is that one?
I mean,
Your dream interview?
Top 3 dream.
bucket list interview.
Yeah, bucket list.
It's a lot, man. I'm not gonna name nobody in Houston because there are some, but I ain't gonna name them because I don't want nobody to try to beat me to the punch. So I'm just gonna,
keep that down low.
I'm just gonna jump out there.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, Nas, Snoop.
That's a good 3.
I would have said Beyonce.
Well, that's my number one.
Beyonce, of course. You know what I'm saying? Well, I just say I wasn't gonna name nobody in Houston, but yeah, she on my wall, of course.
I know.
Of course. You know
oh, yeah.
My number one.
Everybody could try to jump out there on that one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Nas, Jay-Z, and Snoop. Yeah, that's a good lineup. Very good lineup. Hey, you got some more questions for our brother?
I asked my questions.
I didn't ask you a question.
Which one? Oh, you didn't?
No.
You didn't ask? Oh, okay.
I don't believe so.
So I thought you just said you did though. It don't matter. So
He's not going to answer that.
Oh, the top 3?
Yeah, I said his favorite.
Your top 3 favorites?
He said
You don't pick no favorites? Okay.
He said he got favorite moments.
Yeah. Well, you can name
What's 3
some.
favorite moments?
Name an interview, I tell you.
Yeah, he said.
No, your top 3 favorite moments.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have that.
Any interview. Okay.
Okay, let me find the interview right fast. Let me think, because I've seen a lot of them. Ooh, I'm trying to think of the best one that I liked at Donny Houston. Donny Houston, you've had some great interviews.
I like the 007.
Oh, that 007 interview was great. What was your special moment about that one?
Fifth Ward Boys 007?
Yes.
Man, just how raw it was and just his story and how the things he been through and like where he at right now.
That's a trip.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Who else would I say? This asked by my brother, Bun B.
Man, Bun. I was just fucking tripping that I even had Bun. See the Bun when I did.
Really?
Because Bun came. We still haven't done a 1-on-1.
Oh, okay.
I
saw you do him.
I did it with Les.
Yes,
and that shit ended up going viral. Because that was when they announced the verse. That was the first time he announced the verses versus him and them 8-Ball and MJG.
Okay,
so that shit went to Vibe and all these other places. Breakfast Club talked about it, but that was the one time they didn't cite their source. I had to hit up Angela Yee in a DM like, Yee, how you gonna do this? She like, oh, I'm sorry, it was the interns and this and that. But I'm like, man, come on, man.
Whatever.
The one time I get mentioned on Breakfast Club, y'all don't cite the fucking source, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's all good.
That stings. That stings.
But shout out to Angela Yee. I can tell you she hit me right back and she was apologetic. It was cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. That's good. You should have went after Charlamagne, but anyway.
Well, he wasn't the one that said, he wasn't the one who yeah.
Oh, it was,
you know, they do the rumor report shit.
Yes,
so they was talking about, the rumor report, Bun B announced, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah,
So,
you went to the source. I'm talking about you went to the person who delivered the news. Let's talk about Lord 3-2. That's your cousin.
Yeah. I got a documentary I'm working on. With
I know. I've been waiting for that. How long? Are you deep into it? Midway into it?
I'm deep into it. There's a couple people though I'm trying to get before I wrap it up. But like right now, Scarface is in there, Bun is in there, Mike Dean is in there, Mike D Screwed Up Click is in there. Def Jam Blaster.
Big Mike in there, you say?
Big Mike is in there.
Ooh.
Yeah, the people that really knew him, his mom and his sister, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People that really, really knew him.
Any Rap-A-Lot execs in there?
I think Spook might be in there. There's so many people, man. Spook might be in there.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that, bro. Give me a funny, because I don't want to talk about wow. Give me a funny 3-2 story. That's a lot of them, bro. That boy was a character, man.
Yeah. People just always talk about him. Everything with 3 was funny, other than rap. Like it was like rap or funny. You know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't no real in between. You know what I mean?
Yeah, really though.
The biggest thing is with the whole we don't love them hoes and the D's nuts and his influence with Death Row and that kind of goes swept under the rug. You know what I'm saying? But that's like the biggest thing.
Speak on that, because nobody really, like you said, goes swept under the rug. I know the story. I'm gonna tell you something. The day they flew out of LA, you know where 3-2 flew to? He flew to Dallas, and he was gonna write. There was a member, rest in peace, Big Al of Nemesis, and he was gonna do some writing for Big Al. I picked him up from the airport, and so I was, that was my guy, and that's the day he threw that tape in of UGK and say these boys are gonna be stars. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know who he was playing, but you know, I heard the Tell Me Something Good, the cocaine in the back of the ride before. I ain't gonna say before anybody in Dallas, before anybody in my clique heard it. You know what I'm saying? But he was right. You know what I'm saying? But that was a good moment. And every time he see me, he called me Bobo the Psycho. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to have this. I got this thing on my arm. Psycho. And he's both the Psycho. Because I used to write these long ass raps. And I didn't know how to count bars. You know what I'm saying? I told this story before. I thought 2 bars, that was one line. And so I would call myself writing 16s, but they was 32s. And we used to be at DJ Snake House rapping. And he'd be right there. Bro. And I had this one, I say, both the Psycho. And that nigga every time, I'm talking about 5-6 years later, that's how he greeted me every time he saw me. And that's a talent that will most definitely be missed. You know what I'm saying?
I know what I'm forgetting.
What's up, babe?
You're a producer. What's your top 3 songs?
Ooh, that you have produced. And why?
Peaceful by Slim Thug.
Okay.
Because that's the first time. I had been making beats for 10 years. That's the first time I had a song on the radio. I made my first beat 2006, 2016. Peaceful was on the radio.
People need to hear that.
Yeah, you didn't give up.
Take time. Yeah.
10 years. Man, it's a few, man. I'm gonna just go with these 3. All right, Peaceful, Slim Thug, Date Night with Lil O, because I was such a Lil O fan. I used to listen to so much Lil O, Fat Rat with the Cheese, and all the other shit, classic shit in high school and all that. I did not know you did that. And then Zero is another one. Like, I used to listen to so much Zero growing up. So when I finally did a record with him, we did H-Town Legend. We got some other records that came out.
Yeah.
When I did H-Town Legend and it came out, I was like, I got a song with Zero, man.
You got a song with the Row.
Zero.
That's one of our bucket list.
My favorite song, my favorite Zero song.
I really know.
One Deep, baby. Bar for bar.
Man, we sure appreciate you coming through, bro.
Yes. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Yeah, for sure, man. This is a weekday. You know what I'm saying? You showed up past business hours, you know what I mean? And it's just great that we could be able to sit down and talk to you, bro.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, I watch the platform, man. I'm watching y'all grow. I enjoy it. Like I said, you know, y'all tap into some Dallas stories. Like I said, the DOC is, man, I love the DOC. So when y'all got that one, I was like, oh shit, now y'all, you know, I just
first one in Dallas to get the DOC. First one, yeah,
Dallas,
buddy. We was the first platform in Dallas.
So people not hollering at DLC or what?
I'm telling you, Dallas.
Oh, let's say this: once we dropped it, 2 or 3 other people went and got it.
And that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Once they knew he was interviewing, you know, I ain't hating, you know what I'm saying? But
that's just the game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. Oh, that nigga interviewing, we better jump in his DM. So, I mean, we do the same thing. So it's just real, you know what I'm saying? So, like I say, I worry about things I can control. You know what I'm saying? I can't control the way people act. And so that's just what it is.
One last question before we get out of here. What's the plans for Donny Houston Day next year?
I'm coming up with something. See, 10/10 is also World Mental Health Day. So like, that's something I've been getting into because I used to be like, when people, I had this girl talk to me about mental health because I would be angry and shit, you know what I'm saying? And she knew me from a kid and she was like, you're not the same. And I'm like, man, shut the fuck up.
Oh, that be
I can't even see you.
Not really like that, but just like, man, like I ain't trying to hear that soft ass shit. You talking about healing and therapy and all this. Just like, I'm from Iron Clark. What the fuck are you talking about healing? You know what I mean? And all this shit. But then like,
it's a real thing.
No, it is. Over time, I had to sit down with myself and I was just like, people would start telling me like, I be kind of on the edge, have anxiety and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I started looking at it like, when you talk about mental health, the first time black people usually think is like somebody quote unquote crazy running down the street. The most extreme cases. And it's like, nah, bro. Yeah. It's certain people you can be, you know, on the edge all the time, or you can be just, you know, when I see people and they're like hella negative, you know what I mean? Like don't really have good things to say about people and shit like that. It's like, man, that come from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's the slightest things that define mental health. It's not the extreme cases. It'd be the slightest things that lead to the extreme cases.
Yeah, that irritable anxiety.
Yeah.
When you like, why am I going on?
Yeah,
why am I so...
And you trying to keep that shit in, and then you fucking explode, and now you running down the goddamn street. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? But on some real shit. On some real shit. You got to really check in with yourself and be honest and be like, man, you know what, man? I ain't really feeling like how I want to feel. I need to step back and like figure out what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? So like, it'll probably be something centered around that. Like, I don't know. I'm into pickleball, which is some shit I never would have been into. Like,
really?
Ooh, pickleball.
Yeah, when I first heard that, I'm like, this sounds like some shit weird people in LA will be playing or something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's a lot of pickleball players.
Man, I went out and played that shit for the first time, and that shit was more fun than hooping almost.
It is fun.
Like, pickleball is hella fun, and I ain't never left and not like felt good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, you know,
how long you been doing it?
Yeah, probably a couple months.
Love it like that.
Yeah, so I was like, man, I might do like some big like pickleball thing because that's something that make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out because it's October, so it's too late to do something for the school. It's too early to do something for Thanksgiving or Christmas. So, you know, with the World Mental Health thing, I probably tied into something like that.
Do that, bro. Do that.
Uno and pickleball and
just things to let people kind of just let go and not worry about all the stresses of the world and life and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be something like that. But
well, mental health is something that we're also passionate about on our platform. I mean, I'm a healthcare provider, and I've had my own mental health struggles with depression and whatnot, and I'm passionate about it because, people are always like, oh, you don't need that medicine. Oh, you don't need to do that. Oh, you just need to pray about it. And I mean, God made medicine too. You know what I mean? Therapists, all of that. Journals, meditation music, massage.
I'm about to say the sauna.
Yeah. I mean, and I think...
Isn't it?
I mean, I'm glad to hear...
whatever let your mind be free.
Whatever blow your hair back. But I'm glad to hear that our culture is embracing it more and having wide open conversations about it because it needs to happen.
We
gotta
need
tell
more
people
people
all the
like
time,
you,
man. Be honest about that shit,
For
man.
sure.
Like, and the thing is, it ain't nothing to be ashamed about because everybody going through it to some degree,
Not by
man.
yourself.
Everybody is going through life. Everybody losing people. Everybody losing jobs or losing friends or losing whatever, or just, you know, having bad days and, you know, interacting with people that's disrupting their shit. You know what I'm saying? But
That's real.
that shit ain't nothing to be ashamed about, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, we just got to be more comfortable with saying, like, man, I ain't really cool today.
I ain't okay.
You know what
It's
I'm saying?
okay to not be okay.
It's real.
It sounds cliche, but it's the truth. And the other thing about it, the stigma. You know what I mean? The stigma around it. Like, we gotta let that go.
You ain't lying. When people found out I had depression and I said, you know, I didn't do the therapy route. I went through medication. Oh, I wouldn't have been on that medicine. All in the comments, they telling me I was fooled for being on that medicine. Why am I encouraging people to get on medicine? I said, shit.
You better do something.
That medicine helped me, my nigga. I'm telling you, because it was like day and night. I promise you it was. I always use this terminology, and the doctor said a lot of people use this exact terminology. I said, bro, I went to work, and it's like somebody turned the lights on.
That's literally what it be like.
It was like everything was brighter around me. I was like, wow. Damn, I feel good. Last question. Jada Pinkett Smith. Are you tired of seeing Jada memes?
Hard eye roll.
Am I doing what?
Are you tired of seeing Jada memes?
I'm tired, bro. I'm burnt out.
Bro,
she done burnt me out in a 3 business day.
Don't whoa me out.
Bro, in 3 business days. I don't want to hear shit about a Jada Pinkett Smith, man. Listen, man, keep that shit between you. This the Fresh Prince, man. We don't need to be looking at this nigga like this, man.
Too late.
This nigga is the Fresh Prince, man.
Yes.
You need to stay the Fresh Prince, man. Y'all need to deal with that shit. You know, I already came out here with this August scene shit. You know what I mean? Like, man, it's
entanglements and shit.
Oh, Will.
Damn,
and I ain't, you know, who knows what Will might have did, but we don't know.
Yeah, but
yeah, you right. We don't know what happened behind closed doors, Monday through Friday. We don't know. But
it's behind closed doors.
It's behind closed doors.
And in other words, it needs to stay behind closed doors, you know, because she's airing that nigga out.
Yeah.
She's not really airing him out, but their relationship is being aired out publicly. And I just don't agree with that at all. Especially when they are children. I mean, how you think they looking at that situation, bro?
Backfiring a little bit. Maybe one day should.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's that's his wife, and
but that's the Fresh Prince, like you said.
It is Fresh Prince. No, definitely. I don't want to see this nigga.
That's a $300 million man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga was getting 30, 40, 50 million dollars of film, bro. You know what I'm saying? Back when that was unheard of for a black man, and that was a superhero to some people back in the day, man. As far as the movies he was putting out, Legend, and that nigga was in a movie damn near by his damn self. You remember him and his dog?
Mm-hmm. Ain't none of that shit player, but I mean that's their business at the end of the day.
That is their business.
That's how she
child business.
That's real. We don't want to hear that. Yeah, keep it out.
Now we got to be on here talking about what the fuck y'all got going on at the crib. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, but the Tupac memes is killing me. I've been laughing for 3 days.
Nah, it's in the same.
Funny, bro.
The internet is unapologetic. Yeah.
Well, tell the people how to get in touch with you, how to support everything you got going on, bro.
Man, follow me. I'm Donny Houston. I am DonnieHouston. Subscribe to Donny Houston TV on YouTube. Anything Donny Houston, a nigga look like me, hit the button. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all go subscribe, support the Donny Houston podcast.
Yeah, that's real, man. Because I support them. You know what I'm saying? And if Jazzy K and myself we co-sign that, I mean that's worth listening to. I'm telling you. I promise you're not gonna get no drama. I promise you're gonna get some.
You're gonna learn something.
Yes, you're gonna get some education about what's going on in the Houston community, the Houston rap scene. It's more than just about hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And I love you, bro. I want you to continue to fight with these demons that come trying to get you the sway. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for it. Just like you told us. Just be patient, and it's gonna come.
And please let us know if there's anything we can do to contribute to Donny Houston Day. I want to come play pickleball. Come 10-10 next year. I'm gonna have it lined up. This year kind of snuck up on me, so I ain't get to. Well, it's the first year, you know. Yeah, you just found out.
But you can expect every year I want it to be a thing. So you know.
Yeah, that's gonna be beautiful.
10-10, Donny Houston Day. Next thing you know, you're gonna be getting the key to the city.
Come on, man. Come on with it.
You're speaking into existence, bro.
Come on with it. I received that. Yeah.
Already, the blessings. Say, man, we got Donny Houston in the house, man. A real family member and a real super tight guest.
Know I'ma get some game tuned in with super tight, yeah. I get the low from Big Bobo, from the front seat, not no photos.